I've seen some vacancies for years, right? And so who's paying for that? That's going to be the buyer, because they didn't do the proper underwriting. We're looking at this property, 6 units plus 1 retail. And my advice, if anybody out there wants to buy multifamily that has some sort of commercial component to it, which I do have some in my portfolio, I would say underwrite the deal without the retail. So if the deal works, for example, this deal that we're looking at now, 7 units, one of them is a retail space on the bottom floor. Now, if you underwrite it and, let's say you get a 6% cash on cash with the retail, hold on a second, looks like I gotta get off here. With the retail, and then something happens to that retail, like COVID-19 or some economic factors that, there's a recession, a contraction. These people can't make the business work. Even during an expansion in the economy, some businesses fail and they go under. And so in smaller towns, you might have issues getting a new tenant. People don't always have to start a business with brick and mortar, but they will always need to live somewhere. So the way I underwrite the deal is that this is 7 units that we're going to look at right now. I'm going to take the retail out of it, so it just becomes like a bonus. And that way, if for whatever reason these people move out, it's not going to affect my numbers, right? Because I've already underwrote the deal based on the 6 residential units. So don't be afraid of retail, commercial, as long as the numbers work without the commercial spot. Now, some agents may be against that, right? Because they price it based on that income. But you know what? It's risky. Number one, lenders don't like it. Number two, if that person, that tenant, that retail tenant leaves, you could be vacant for a very long time, especially in smaller towns. You've seen it. You've been to a smaller town. You're vacant I've seen some vacancies for years, right? And so who's paying for that? That's going to be the buyer, because they didn't do the proper underwriting, and they put in that retail income that may or may not be there.